What is up, guys? This is Shaw Boys 2324, aka Henry Scarborough Jr., and this is another wrestling DVD review. This is a DVD review on Stone Cold Steve Austin. The bottom line, one of the most popular superstars of all time, 4-disc set. Let's take a look at the back. Says Stone Cold Steve Austin, the bottom line on the most popular superstar of all time. At his apex, Stone Cold Steve Austin was a pop culture phenomenon, the biggest WWE superstar in history of sports entertainment. Despite battling the rejection of being fired and a career-threatening injury, Austin persevered and vaulted to the top of his profession. Now fans can relive the epic story of the Texas Rattlesnake with Stone Cold Steve Austin, filled with new, never before seen insightful interviews with Stone Cold, as well as his biggest rivals, including Mr. McMahon, Bret the Hitman Hart, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Chris Jericho, and more. This DVD is packed with Stone Cold's most memorable moments and matches, and provides a complete career retrospective on the man who revolutionized WWE. Ooh, that was a mouthful. Alright, let's get into it. There's a sidebar right here. Alright. Before we get into this DVD, let's take a look at on the inside. Disc 1 is the documentary. And behind that is Stone Cold's logo right here. You got disc 2, disc 3, and disc 4. Disc 4 is basically the the best moments of Stone Cold, and disc 1 is the documentary. Disc 2 and 3 are the matches. Alright, let's get into this DVD review. Starting off with disc 1, football and wrestling. He was a football player, and then he got into the business with wrestling at the Sportatorium in Texas. Rookie of the Year, he was basically the best rookie at that time. From Hollywood, California. And then you got a platform, and you got Fang McFrost. This was where I think he went to the WWE, and he had that was one of the before he got Stone Cold, he had it was one of those ridiculous names that WWE was about to call him, Fang McFrost. And then a platform was talking about his ECW run. He used that to was that whole Stone Cold character, and that's how it was born. Main Event Momentum, he was getting red hot in 96, the 97, and 98 he just exploded. 1% tough, 99% lucky. Basically talked about how his match with SummerSlam 1997 with him and Owen Hart in a Kiss My Behind match, Kiss My Butt match, whatever. Owen Hart did a tombstone. Everybody knows the story. He did a tombstone, and he sat down, spiked him first, and then they had to call the audible, so to speak, because the match was supposed to end with a stunner, but he couldn't he couldn't move for 10, 15, 20 seconds. And then they had that horrible roll up, but he got the window. Then it talks about his run. Talks about his run during that time, how he beat people up, stunning a whole heck of a lot of guys. Tyson and Austin, that was a huge deal for WWE. Got mainstream approval. They actually thought it was gonna be people thought it was gonna be Tyson and Austin at WrestleMania, which that wouldn't be that bad though. That would literally make a lot of money. But he was a special guest. Unfortunately, Austin era has begun after when he beat Shawn Michaels, a brutally battered Shawn Michaels back. yeah, after that, that's when Austin era became culture phenomenon Stooges. I think it was Vince McMahon, Gerald Briscoe, and Pat Patterson were like the Stooges that he would go up against, and then he just he was glad beating them up every single night. It was hilarious. The Boss, Vince McMahon, Rattlesnake versus the Brahma Bull. This was really probably the best feud in 1999 and early 2000s. It main evented 3 WrestleManias. Well, except for the last one. It was one of the main events of the last one, but 15 and 17. 17 was overall the best match, but the ending sucked. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Difficult decisions. Return to Mania. Stone Cold comedy. How Stone Cold is really hilarious. He doesn't look like a comedian type person, but he is very, very funny. Difficult decisions was, I think it talked about him walking out of the company. The story goes, as Brock Lesnar, it was supposed to be Brock Lesnar and Stone Cold in a qualifying match. He would have rather had built it on a Raw. He has every right to, even though he was wrong in this situation, he has every right to say something and walk out. You don't treat Stone Cold, one of your biggest stars, for him to face Brock Lesnar in a qualifying match. You should have him I think what they should have done, instead of Rock versus Brock, build to Stone Cold versus Brock Lesnar. I think that would have been really, really interesting, and I think that would be that would probably been a really good match, especially during that time. He was still full time, so I would have him won the undisputed title instead of The Rock, but that's just me. But whatever. Return to Mania. It was talked about his last WrestleMania at 19. He is never wrestling again, guys. Then you have really, and then I'm Not Coming. I talked about that earlier. How about the Brock Lesnar situation. One More Round. It was his last run. The Law. Monday Night Raw. This was when he was co-GM, and he was he was really, he was entertaining during that time. I don't know why that run was cut so short, but for some reason I don't know why. But I think it was after, I believe, the WrestleMania after 19, weeks or months after that. It lasted all the way to Survivor Series, and then he became the Law early 2004. After the show, and the show never ends. At the Raw after after the show is over, you could do and say whatever you want. The cameras are not rolling. And he was entertaining the crowd, and the crowd loved it and ate it up. The cameraman really had wanted to go home. But new horizons, new challenges, doing movies, having this show called The Broken Skull Ranch somewhere down in Texas. I think that's that's the song that it ends up. Overall, I like this documentary. It's long, very informative about his career, and I enjoyed every single minute of it. Then you got the Autograph, Hair Club, how he explained why he was going bald. The Rattlesnake, how he got his name. Tangled, in the funny spot where at SummerSlam 1999, where he got tangled in the ropes, and Triple H had to untangle him, but do it in a way where he was a heel, and then punked Stone Cold. I think CM Punk talked about how he had met Stone Cold as when he was growing up. The Stunner, how who took the best stunner, who took the worst of it. Rock took it the best. There's no question, he oversold it, but it made it work and very entertaining. The worst was probably when either Linda McMahon took it or Donald Trump took it at WrestleMania 23. And Vince takes some good ones, especially the one at the Raw 25th anniversary. That bleed for me. Um, Overall, I liked it. Disc two, introduction from Stone Cold Steve Austin himself. He picked the matches and moments from for this DVD for our entertainment. So that's what the introduction was for. Then you got Stunning Steve Austin versus Gentleman Chris Adams. Not a bad match. It's all right. Stunning Steve Austin and Ric Flair versus Sting and Ricky Steamboat. Good match. Not a bad match. King of the Ring final. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Jake the Snake Roberts. It's not the best match on this DVD, but all the other matches were really, really good though. So I can't really say much. It's probably like the worst match on this DVD, but it wasn't that bad. You feel me? Like then he cut the promo Austin 316. And the rest is history. And then you got the submission match at WrestleMania 13, Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Bret the Hitman Hart. You got the infamous moment of him in a sharpshooter bleeding, and the double turn was born. He was a babyface, and Bret Hart was the heel. And really, really awesome match. I can't complain about that. Probably the best match of that night. And yeah. So, and you got the Intercontinental Championship match, Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Rocky Maivia. Not their best match, but it was an alright match, but it's not their best match. WWE Championship match, Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Shawn Michaels. Not their best match. King of the Ring '97 was their way better match than this one. Obviously, based off Shawn Michaels' condition, it was like he did the best he can. So like, yeah, if Shawn Michaels didn't have that back problem, this would probably be one of the best matches, like probably top 5 or number 1 match in wrestling history, probably, if Shawn Michaels back. But based off what happened, it wasn't a bad match. But this 3, no disqualification, false count anywhere match for the WWE Championship. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Dude Love, 1998. I believe this is the Over the Edge or the Unforgiven match. One of the two. It's not that bad of a match. Mick Foley and Stone Cold had great chemistry. WWE Championship match, Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Undertaker. I think this was in SummerSlam. This was good match. Good solid match. Austin got not a concussion, but he got knocked out in that match. He actually talked about it, not in this DVD, but talked about it on the WWE Network. You should go watch it. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Big Show. This was alright. Not a bad match. No disqualification match for WWE Championship. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Rock, WrestleMania 15. This was a great match. Yeah, like this is a really, really good match. Good back and forth. No disqualification match for the WWE Championship. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Rock. One of the reasons why The Rock lost. Well, the only reason why they did this match and Rock had the title was because of the fact that Austin did not like his WrestleMania 14 match, and also he didn't like how Tyson had quickly counted that match. It was supposed to be like a slow count, and then like Vince was like, "All right," and then he made up for it for this match at WrestleMania 15. That's why he won the title again. One of the reasons why he won it. But Rock was a good heel, and then this one in 2001 at WrestleMania 17, Rock was the baby face. Stone Cold was the heel. Stone Cold shouldn't have never turned heel. That's first of all. And then Rock was leaving to do a movie. So basically, Stone Cold should have been a baby face. And then you got this for Flair for the Gold, how he's making fun of Ric Flair, a bunch of violent crap. Monday Night Quill was funny, flat out disgusted. My exact opinion of Bret Hart. Really like good. Stone Cold on Live Wire. Home Invasion. With where he invaded Brian Pillman's home. New Sensation Award. Freedom of Speech Award. Ambulance Attack. Attacking Bret Hart in an ambulance. The world's most famous stunner. When he stuns Vince. Tyson Austin moment. The easy way or the hard way. Zamboni 316. That was probably like one of the best moments. Paige and Dr. Austin. This is probably one of the most funniest moments on this DVD. Mr. McMahon's cement Corvette. That was funny. Bang 316. This is kind of funny though too. How Vince McMahon literally like peed his pants. That was actually funny. Stone Cold Beer's truck. Famous moments. The funeral of Stone Cold. Really good moment. Stone Cold to Boston. Austin's revenge. Basically, where he got revenge on Triple H and he crashed the car forklift all the way down to the floor. I don't know how they did that spot though. And Triple H the next night attacked Austin. Jim Ross interviews Steve Austin and The Rock. This was a good moment. Austin basically said that he's willing to do anything and everything to win the title, and he exactly did that. Even aligning himself with Vince McMahon in the process, it didn't matter. Gift giving mood. I mean, Austin McMahon is it's kind of funny, but it's kind of weird at the same time. Mr. McMahon's alliance world, where he talks about the alliance. This was before Stone Cold turned heel. The old Stone Cold, like where he attacks Vince with a guitar. That was kind of funny. Whataburger. So I think it was a promo before the Royal Rumble 2002. Yeah. The highlight reel. It was alright. He stuns Jericho. I think he stuns Eric Bischoff as well. And that's it. This is an excellent DVD. I didn't watch him growing up, but when he was at his peak, but I love this DVD, and I believe that you would too. It's 4 discs, 10 hours. I can honestly say that this is I like the DVD, probably one of my favorite ones. And yeah. That's it from me. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like the video, comment down below, and thank you for watching. Peace.